I haven't hit it already, still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in.
Welcome to 4.6 Savage, and today we are going to be talking about two-stepping on your Holley ECU, how to set it up on both the handheld here and on the laptops. I will not be talking about how to wire it up. I will be talking about how to test it without wiring up a button. We're going to talk a little bit about two-step. So two-step is launch control. Now, what two-step does is it sets a lower rev limit at, like, mine's going to be set at 2300. So your normal rev limit is 6800 for me, and then my two-step will be set at 23. So when I stage, I hold the brake, I hold the two-step button, and I push the pedal to the floor. When I push the pedal to the floor, it activates the rev limit and bounces off of 2300. When I let go of the button, the rev limit goes back up to 6800. Of course, I'll release the brake and I'll take off. That allows me to launch harder than I was previously. So let's go ahead and get into this and get this set up. Yes, I know I have the theft light, but so you'll go into tuning and you'll tap tuning, and you'll go into advanced. Oh, my bad, I went in the wrong spot. Advanced features. You'll go launch, and I'll have two-step. So you'll enable the rev limit. You'll save. You'll do spark only. That's what I do. And then you'll be able to. Of course, this needs to be enabled. And you'll be able to set your RPM, and then you'll set the input, what input it is. You'll save it, and this one doesn't have it, but you'll have to set in what it is. So the way to test this before you wire up the button is to go to your I think it's system, ignition setup 2, right there, and you set the limiter to the same. And when you do that, you'll be able to two-step. So that's how you do it on the handheld, and on the ECU, or on the Holley software, you'll boot up the laptop. Yes, this is going to be my dash. So we'll go into that. Sign straight into it, and of course I'm already in the software. You go to system and ignition parameters. No, it should be an ignition. Rev limiters. And you'll be able to do the same thing here. You enable it. Spark only. And when you go spark only, it will ask you to set an on and off thing. So now you can go over to your inputs, and you'll set your inputs, and I do believe, of course not on this map, you'll be able to set whether it's your release of your button or what. I think that's in there's staging, inputs and outputs. It's in here somewhere. But you'll be able to set what all it does. So that's how you do it, and here's a small clip of two-stepping. Now that you've seen what two-stepping looks like, and that squealing was the tires moving because I had it set at 2400, now you can get it set up and all that. I should still have it somewhere. See, there's the staging inputs. I wish I knew where it was. You also have launch retard, but sensors, fuel. Here's your pin map. So view your inputs and your outputs. So like if I wanted to take fan number 1, put the speedo on this one, I can. But there's a place where you can set it to the button released and whatnot, but I don't remember off the top of my head. So that's going to be all for this video. Check out the link in the bio for some 4.6 Savage merch, and remember, be savage.